niggas ain't about it. The real, the trillest, I'm sicker than the illest. Your name ain't Papa, Uncle Russ, don't tell me about the business. I'm fresh on the scene, I'm banked up with hundreds. Too many bitches to fuck them all, my alley you 100. I pass you and your whole clique, a whole clique of hundreds. McGuire call me Cuba, I'm like show me the money.
What's going on, folks? Nothing better to do. I'm BlogXilla and you're watching the No Judgment Zone. Got my man's Drumma Boy with me today. What's going on, Playboy?
What's happening?
I'm good. I messed up your salute.
Yeah, nah, it's good. I already know what time it is.
Yo, man, we go back. We used to always bump into each other back in Atlanta. I remember you had a reality show that you were trying to pitch. I remember that girl bust her ass. Oh, yeah, that's always funny. Every time I see her, I remember that.
You talking about Welcome to Dreamland? Yeah, that part, they cut that out. That was like the bloopers, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nah, that joint was crazy, though.
Now you're working with Jeezy on his new album, and Jeezy's been killing it. How'd you hook up with Jeezy?
Man, I actually hooked up with Jeezy through the work of Pastor Troy. Pastor Troy was the first artist I worked with in Atlanta. Made a lot of noise with a record called Poppin' Pussy. Make them get their money right. Make them get their money right was crazy. Got a lot of love from the strip club scene, you know what I mean? And really started hitting the scene at that point. And you know, Jeezy was like, yo man, you know what I'm saying, Block ENT actually reached out and was like, man, we got a group called Boys in the Hood. I had 2 tracks on Boys in the Hood, and then went on to start working with Jeezy on his album with the Thug Motivation 101. You know what I mean? That was during the Trap and Die, the big, you know what I'm saying, mixtape series. And then, you know what I mean, we came with Standing Ovation on the album. Yeah. So right after that, Standing Ovation, then we did White Girl, then we did Put On for My City, then we come with Lose My Mind. We did a record called You Dig. You know what I mean? So it's always been, you know, just magic. Right. You know what I'm saying? When we come together, man. 2 Grammy nominations, man, and we back at it.
That's what's up. And you got his first single too.
Absolutely. Me okay. You know what I'm saying? Seen It All. Album coming soon. You know what I mean?
How'd you tap that beat out? Like what is your process for creating the beat?
Man, it's just how I'm feeling. Every beat represents my emotion at a particular time. Every beat represents my emotion at a particular time. And it's just like it just come to me. It's like natural. It's just like balling, man. You know what I mean? Definitely you gotta practice, you know what I'm saying? Like you gotta you know, this is something that I do, you know, when I'm not put on the spot.
Now, I was having a conversation with some people yesterday about Atlanta, and there's so many artists that come out of Atlanta, but not all of them stick. So you'll get one who have a hot song for the summer, but then, you know, by the winter comes, he's nowhere to be found. Why does that happen? That these artists pop up, but then disappear, and so few of them actually stick?
Well, I mean, you know, it's the region for, it's like in Atlanta, you know, they've had so much success. In Atlanta, it's so many artists. You know what I mean? So you got like TLC, you got Usher, you got Boyz II Men, you got, man, Tip and Jeezy and 2 Chainz. You got so much that's coming out of the city. So you still have like your dance crowd, or you might have just, you know, just different crowds. I mean, it's the city where you can really kind of like market your movement and make it work.
Welcome to my city, right?
Yeah, we're working on Welcome to My City mixtape, Volume 3, the unification process of Memphis. I'm focusing on my city, you know what I'm saying? We've been putting a lot of rappers together. Gotti was on the first one, Future was on the second one, Beanie Siegel, Junior Reed, Ball & G, 3-6 Mafia, Juicy J, DJ Paul, some of everybody, man. You know what I mean? So definitely support the movement. Check out Volume 1, Volume 2, live on live mixtapes and iTunes.
I know you work with T.I. as well. What is it like recording with Tip? What is his studio sessions like?
Man, working with Tip for the first time, it was crazy. He had just got out of jail, you know what I mean? And I had to like sign up for a visitation, you know what I'm saying, approval. And he was at the crib, he was on the house arrest or whatnot, and man, I got approved, went to the spot, you know what I mean? He greeted me like in a robe, his kids, the family, like, you know what I'm saying? And he was like, man, come on in, man, You know what I'm saying? Took me on a tour around the crib, you know what I'm saying? I was like, man, you know what I mean? Just crazy. So this what the King house looked like, okay, you know what I mean? Just joking around. He like, man, like, man, you the king? I was like, it threw me for a loop. I was like, what you mean by that? You know what I'm saying? He was like, man, you know what I mean? I've been watching, boy, man. You gave one to my boy Rocco, man. You gave one to my boy Jeezy, boy. You blessing my friends, man. You know, these my guys, man. You blessing my people, man. Anybody that bless a man, it's a king. You know what I'm saying? And I was just like, damn, you know what I mean? It just took me by surprise. I was just like, man, well, I appreciate that, blah, blah, blah. We went straight into the studio. I played about 20 beats. He picked 13, and then I ended up with like 4 tracks on the album. You know what I'm saying? What Up Was Happening, You Ain't Missing Nothing, Ready for Whatever, and My Life, Your Entertainment.
Cool, that's what's up.
You know what I mean?
When you get those tracks on the album and they make the album, what does that feel like? What does that feel like? Do you still get excited for that?
I mean, I still just trip off the fact that I like produced 20% of the album of Paper Trail. That's like his biggest to date album. You know what I mean? So it's a wonderful feeling, man. Ready for Whatever was the first track that he recorded when he got out. You know what I mean? So, you know, I thought that was like just real special, you know what I mean? And that's just something that's always come to me. Like the first record I did on Rocco, I'ma Do Me. First record I do on 2 Chainz, Boo. You know what I'm saying? Followed by Ride Around on Getting It.
Right, that's my
You know
shit.
what I'm saying? Then the first record I do on on Walker's, No Hands. First record I do on Drake, Money to Blow.
Nigga, these is classics.
You know what I mean?
Nigga, this nigga naming classics.
So it's just a blessing, man. Gorilla Zoe, first record I do with him was Lost, featuring Lil Wayne.
Now I want to ask you this because you mentioned 2 Chainz riding around and getting it. What was that like? Because that was a turning point for him. Because he was, you know, let's keep it real, he was struggling as Titty Boy for a minute. Not struggling, but he was putting out shit and it wasn't sticking. But then he got
Trapper Belly tape, you know what I'm saying? And I told him, like I was talking to him. He was coming to me. A lot of these guys come to me and speak on their frustrations on certain times. And he was like, man, you know, I got my studio on the south side, but when I'm downtown, Drum, I just be wanting to pull up, work on some beats, work. I'm like, man, you can use my studio. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got you, bro. You can work on whatever you need to work on, man. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? And that's what he did. Anytime, any opportunity he had, any downtime, or he coming from another session, hey, Drum, what you doing? Hey, Drum, what you doing? Hey, Drum, what you doing? You know what I'm saying? And he would be working on his stuff. You know what I mean? I'm a team player. I know if I can help a guy out, he gonna help me out. You know what I'm saying? Right. And eventually he was like, man, give me some drummer beats, man. I need some drummer beats. After he was knocking out all his other stuff and whatnot, I threw him a couple beats. We ended up doing a record called Boo. That's why I mentioned Boo, because that record was like the setup record. You know what I mean? It's like, I just call her Boo. I don't know her whole name. Keep it on the low, man. All I eat is low, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that record, I was like, man, you gotta put Gotti on this joint. You know what I mean? Because I was like, yo, Gotti, you gonna have Memphis, you get the tri-state region, man. Now you got Tennessee, you got Arkansas, you got Mississippi, they gonna love you, man. Woo, woo. We did Boo. The joint hit the charts. You know what I'm saying? I think went like number 86 or 85 or something. Then we followed right back up with Ride Around, I'm Getting It. And them 2 records right there were, to me, the turning point for the career of 2 Chainz.
When you do these joints, do you know that they hit? And I want to know what joints you got coming out that we should be looking for.
Man, they just be coming. A lot of times you get surprised. A lot of times you know the bomb is in the pipe. You know what I'm saying? But on this occasion, you know what I mean? Jeezy kind of hit me and was like, yo, like, you know, I'm ready to bounce back. I need this summer. Like, I can't let this summer go and not make an impact. You know what I mean? And I was like, what we waiting on? This is like it's like playing ball. When you're a professional, you know what I mean? This is what I do. You know what I mean? I get up, warm up, stretch.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Whatever the process may be, and then we get on that court, we ball out.
Now I know also you got a champagne. Oh
yeah, we got the sparkling wine.
Sparkling wine.
You know what I mean? We're not out of France. You know what I mean? We're manufactured straight out of California. You know what I'm saying? Mendocino Valley.
What's the name of it?
Merino BHLV.
Okay.
Check out the website MerinoBHLV.com. MORENOBHLV.
Now, you just named all of these joints. Do you feel like you get the recognition that you deserve, or do you feel like you where you need to be?
I get the check. I get that publishing check, you know what I mean? So that's really what it's about, you know what I mean? And we got a lot of PRs, you know what I'm saying, campaigning, you know what I'm saying, and furthering the vision, you know what I'm saying? So really it's never been about like bragging and boasting and this is what I've done. You know what I mean? It's more of like catch up, you know, this is my resume. If you want to hire me, holler at me, you know what I'm saying? And if not, then, you know, just appreciate the music. I appreciate my fans, keep it pushing. You know, this is something I do for the passion, so it's not really for the publicity.
Is there someone you want to work with that you haven't worked with yet?
Beyonce, Jay.
Oh,
you know what I mean? Real simple.
Do you have a song for them already?
I got plenty of beats for Jay, you know what I mean? I've been in the studio with Jerry Wonder recently, you know what I mean? Shout out to Platinum Sound, we got some crazy material. We've been going in, that's a good friend of mine. So, you know, I just been rocking out in New York a little bit more and really just, you know, making my presence be known, you know what I mean? That when I'm in the city, you know, let's work, let's do something, you know what I mean? We doing fashion shoots. We just did a big fashion shoot for Public Trust, new clothing line, PUBLIK. You know what I'm saying? So definitely check out the website, publictrust.com. And then we working with Mike Cherry, you know what I mean? So we moving around. And then I got my own clothing line, Fresh Family. I'm learning from a lot of these guys and getting hands-on knowledge and expertise. So, man, I'm just excited, you know what I mean? And last but not least, we got the foundation, you know what I mean? So all of the corporations, entities, you know what I mean, magazines, we partnering and doing a lot of different things in the community, however we can touch and impact the kids.
What's up, folks? Thanks for watching the No Judgment Zone. Join us next week on the show. We're gonna juggle fire and then spit it in people's faces. That's what we do. BlogXilla, we out.
Yeah, this your boy Drumma Boy, aka D-Boy Fresh, man. Y'all follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Drumma Boy Fresh, no ER. You watching me right here on Global Grind TV. Hey, yeah.
Secure. It's just I'm saying, watch these bitches, nigga. You better watch these bitches. I'm just.
Pensabas que no te iba a olvidar, encerrada en mis recuerdos, llorándote de lejos y no.